One of the most powerful wisdom of visit consciousness is flow, don't force. That is, you do not try to push yourself, do not try to force yourself to do anything. You do not try to create anything out of misalignment, because that is going to lead to burnout, exhaustion, and will take you away from your spiritual growth journey. You see, and this is something that is difficult to learn for those of us who are much more in tune with our masculine energy. You see, the masculine energy, is all about do things constantly, execute things, have a plan, have a structure, be consistent, be persistent, action oriented and the whole thing. But then the feminine energy, on the other hand, which we need to integrate in order to move forward to higher stages of consciousness, we need to both embrace the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy, the yin and the yang. That is how we become the balanced version of ourselves, which can embody the light of the source energy and carry it forward and spread it to others and share it to others. Because the feminine energy or the yin energy says that you have to flow. You do not push yourself. You align with the energy that is already flowing through you, and you act when you feel like acting, and you take a step back and rest and relax when there's no need and the true resonant calling to act. And one of my biggest challenges have been to surrender to the flow state, to surrender to the feminine energy, because for a long time I had been dictated by the masculine energy. But I have been learning in the last 4.5 years, ever since I came out of my dark night of the soul, to not force myself to be persistent. But it is difficult. It is honestly difficult, because if you look at the 3D world, what are people saying? People are saying, like, you have to be consistent, you have to be persistent, otherwise you don't get results. And yes, when you be persistent, when you do things consistently, as the 3D world demands of us, you do get results, superficial, external results. Yeah. But a big problem happens. You soon realize that even when you have the superficial success, the whole thing, the results that you are seeking from outside, inside of you, you are feeling exhausted. You are feeling like, you know what? I am being stretched out. I can't do this. And you stop enjoying what you are doing. That has happened to me so many times. And always the lesson is this, always the lesson is this, that you trust your inner guidance. There is an inner guidance system built in within you, which is constantly trying to guide you so that you can make the right choices and decisions on a moment to moment basis, so that you can stay true to your life purpose journey without compromising your true energy. That is the thing. The important thing is not that you get the external success. That is important, I understand, but not the most important thing when we are thinking from the soul's evolutionary perspective, when we are thinking from, an ascension perspective. Because you are not a human being. Let's understand that first. You are a soul playing the role of a human being in this limited experience called life, or human life, earth experience. Okay? You have a soul, an infinite soul, who is experiencing this limited experience in the form of the human construct. That means, do not elude yourself with the illusions of the human construct. That is not so important. The most important thing is your soul's need, not the human needs. Human needs are important, but if you sacrifice the need of the soul and prioritize the human needs over it, you are going to miss the most important part of the human experience, which is why you even came here on the human experience, to experience this, so that you can learn from these lessons and grow in consciousness, ascend to higher stages of consciousness, experience deeper and deeper layers of consciousness. You see? And if we do not understand this, then we do not grow. We will get the superficial success and we will feel hollow. You are going to get the you know, whatever that you're seeking: money, viewership, reach, validation, acceptance, and whatever, security, lifestyle, whatever. And yet you are going to feel hollow within your being, which a lot of people feel because they have sacrificed or deprioritized their soul's need for the human needs. And that is when they finally start the hard way, realizing that, you know what, I have to follow the tune or the dance of my soul. I have to realize that I cannot show up when I'm not called to show up. I cannot be this robotical, persistent, consistent, show up everyday creature until I want to show up. And yes, that will force me to sacrifice some of the things that I have been so deeply attached to, but that will bring me some of the things that I truly need, which is my inner harmony, my inner alignment, my peace, my centeredness, my grounding, all of those things. So that is something I have had a lot of challenges with, and honestly I'm still struggling with. Yeah, but that is some of the most important lesson that I have been learning, and many of my students and clients have been helping them to learn. Because unless you pay attention to your inner guidance, unless you learn to flow, not force, you are not going to be learning the lessons that you came here to learn. You'll not be able to live through alignment. You'll not be able to attract the right people, because the right people are already living through the flow state. They understand that we don't need to force. The nature itself does not force, and yet nature is happening. Look at everything in nature. You will see it's flowing. It has seasons. It is going in waves. Look at water, look at air, look at the birds, look at the trees. Everything is happening in a certain state of constant ebb and flow, and yet we are trying to become a straight line. This graph thing that you see, that is not natural. This flow thing that you see, that is natural. You see? And that is what I want you to fall back into. Try to tap into your own flow. You'll see some days you are going to want to go up and want to do things, want to execute, want to do a whole lot of stuff out into the world. But there are days when you are going to need to come into the dip, where you need to come back rest, when you need to come back integrate, when you need to come back do the shadow work and the whole thing. And when you're going to be going into the dip, which is a natural part of your flow procedure, which is part of your soul's way of moving, don't judge yourself. Don't think you're lazy. Don't think that there is something wrong with you. Don't think that you lack willpower. Don't think that you are odd because everybody around you is trying to become a straight line, a graph, while you are trying to maintain your own flow. Don't do that, because when you do that, you question your own inner intelligence. There's an intelligence, there's a divine intelligence which knows how things have to be done. If you judge it, you won't be able to surrender to it. And if you really need confirmation whether that inner intelligence is right or not, look at those people who are not following those inner intelligence. Look at them, see how frustrated they are, how exhausted they are, how less satisfied they are with their life while they have got everything else going on in their life. What is wrong? Right? So that is what I wanted to share. If this message has resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And if you want to receive my in-depth newsletters on the spiritual awakening journey, I've been sending in-depth newsletters to my newsreaders directly into the inbox completely for free, where I share about the spiritual awakening process, where I share how to heal your triggers, where I share a lot of stuff so that you can start living magically like a wizard in wizard consciousness. If you want to receive my newsletters for free directly into your inbox, sign up for my newsletters. Link is in the description. And I keep hosting this free masterclass sessions where I share a ton of information about wizard consciousness. If you want to join my free masterclass, then do check out in the description for my upcoming masterclass and do sign up. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have not already, please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again soon.